Hi students, I am Dr. P.D. Jadhav. Today we will going to discuss chemistry paper second DSC 16 for semester 1, that is for organic chemistry, and we will start with unit number 1, that is introduction to organic chemistry. So these are the contents of my presentation. So we will begin with introduction to organic chemistry. After that, we will discuss curve arrow notations in this lecture. After that, we will discuss cleavages of bonds, organic molecular species, and electronic displacement. And lastly, chapter will concluded by means of studying various reactive intermediates such as carbocations, carbanions, and carbon free radicals. So we will now begin with introduction of organic chemistry. So what is organic chemistry? So it is the chemistry of life. So when we know carbon, then we must know its reactivity. So when we know reactivity and its chemical reactivity, and ultimately when we integrate these two concepts, then investigation comes out, and that is nothing but fundamentals of organic chemistry. So now we will begin with our actual exercise, and we will discuss in this video lecture curve arrow notations in details. So what is a chemical reaction? We will begin with a very simple aspect of chemical reaction, where distribution of lone pairs between the substrate and reactant molecule takes place, and there is a formation of product. So how this occurs? And this occurs by means of bond breaking and making processes. So that is to be shown by means of electron movements within these combining substrates and producing new product. And how it is to be shown? That is to be shown by means of curve arrows or curly arrows. So it is an effective way to visualize bond breaking and making processes. It follows structural changes in the substrate as it is transformed sequentially or in the stepwise manner to the product. So it represents simply the movement of electron in the substrate, but not in the atom itself. It is drawn between the site of electron source to the site of electron deficiency. So how it is to be relocated? So when there is a one center having high electron density, then it tries to shift its electron density to the electron deficient center, and it is shown by means of tail of arrow, where it represent electron movement and where electron moves actually. So that is called as migration center. While head of arrow points arrow ultimately electron relocation, where we can call it as migration terminus. There are two types of curly arrows, and they are double-headed arrow, which represents the movement of pair of electron. It is shown by double-headed arrow. So it is useful to show ionic mechanism where heterolytic bond fission occurs, and it is drawn in such a way that tail starts from center of line representing covalent bond or an atomic symbol having lone pair electron, which is shown by means of these two dots. For example, alkaline hydrolysis of methyl bromide. So when you look to this particular reaction, it is clear that oxygen bears negative charge, and as it is having high electron density, it tries to give it to more electron deficient carbon center, which is connected to bromine, which is more electronegative. So carbon bromine bond is somewhat shifted or polarized, in which carbon atom acquires positive charge and deficiency is uh, substituted, or you can say fulfilled by means of this oxygen with negative charge. So what happens here? New carbon oxygen bond is formed in the final compound, which is called as methyl alcohol, while bromine atom is released in the form of Br minus, which is now acting as a weak nucleophile. So this is the clear-cut formation of CO bond, how it is formed just by means of shifting this oxygen with a negative charge electron density with carbon. So that is called as, and ultimate movement is shown by means of this double-headed arrow, where representation of negative charge or lone pair is shown. So in conclusion, we can say that there is a new bond between carbon and oxygen, while older carbon bromine bond in the substrate is broken down and it is appear in the final product. Second type of curly arrow is half-headed arrow, which is shown by means of fish hook arrow, and it represents movement of single or one electron, where it forms a free radical. So it is occur in those homolytic fission processes where bond is broken in the symmetrical way. Therefore, it is used to show free radical mechanism during the reaction course. For example, here homolysis of methyl bromide. When we look to this molecule, there is a formation or there is a bond which is a covalent bond between carbon and bromine, which is now broken in such a way that both the combining atoms, for example carbon and bromine, they get one electron each. And how it is occur? It occurs in presence of heat or light and follows homolysis or homolytic cleavage, producing methyl free radical and bromine free radicals. So what happens in this substrate? That is, carbon bromine bond is symmetrically broken and every combining atom gets one electron each, forming a pair of radical. Thank you.